course, that'll be in January or in a couple of rounds. I think his third or fourth round opponent is Licorice if they get that far.
Yeah, I've been watching him. He's been streaming a bit, and he's been playing North American solo queue, absolutely ripping it up there. So I'm super excited to see what he can do here versus these pro players. Syndra and Urgot coming out already. We just saw Broxah actually in the AR Earth game popping off on Lux. So maybe we get a Spellcaster or something from him with a little bit of long range and try and win that way.
And of course, we had seen Diamondprox winning his 2-on-2 earlier. I was actually really, really excited about winning that one with Flash in the Night, who was former pro, turned caster, went back and forth a little bit. And he was playing some Annie or Brand in that one, so we'll see what comes through. But waiting as this is 3 bans into blind pick.
Oh, Nico ban!
Yeah, that's going to happen every time.
I feel like it's going to happen frequently,
Yeah. It's interesting. I ran into a couple of different players at the sort of pre-party last night who were telling about their 1v1 strats, and I will save them until that player is on stage picking their champion. But everyone has their own sort of idea of like what's the meta going to be, like who's the top tier champion or the counter pick ready for it. So I'm curious.
I also heard a lot, and a lot of the answers were very similar with Caitlyn Grasp, which people have been using in solo queue quite a lot, just for a strong laning phase. So definitely range plus that sustain is going to be something that you look for no matter what champion or strategy you're going for. It looks like Diamond, though, might do Annie again, run it back like he found success in the 2v2 and he locks it in.
All right, Annie locked in. I think Varus going to stay here as well, waiting until Broxah does lock it all the way. And what's the matchup? Then we get to theorize who's going to win. It's interesting because, of course, you can't very easily practice for this, right? It's all in your mind about, like, okay, what are the matchups? What do I think I'm going to face? How can I outplay it? Okay, switching to Ezreal here. So Ezreal, Annie. I feel like Ezreal, I don't know if he actually outpushes. Like, Q auto is pretty easy, but Annie can kind of do the same with Q spam.
Yeah, I feel like Ezreal is going to have the advantage early, and Annie looks for the level 6. I think most of Diamond's plan revolves around level 6 burst. But we'll see how they play the trades early, right?
Yeah.
If you can dodge a decent amount of the Qs, Ezreal's one of those champions. Your damage falls off pretty heavily if you don't hit your skill shots.
Annie's back to 625 range, right? That got added back. So I think Annie actually has priority in scrapping, just because she can auto from behind the melee minions and only take autos back.
And the Q cooldown is decently long if you don't use it to reset off of killing a minion or something like that.
Yeah. 4 becomes 2, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be interesting to watch. You know when any player's good at, they sit on like 3 stacks of the passive, and then they'll like QE, they'll like shield themselves mid-flight so that you charge the stun and you like kind of surprise people.
But your opponent can click on the Annie model and you can see how many stacks she has.
It's actually under her health bar now. It's actually just overt for everyone.
Or you don't even have to be that good.
Riot made it even easier. But the last stack is bright red, so it super warns you. So that's why you hide it underneath. And you're like, wait.
Yeah. Real sneaky.
Yeah.
See? Hide that 3.
I know. But you can see the little like 4 tiny blips under the Annie.
Okay, well he's definitely going Comet here. We see the Comet versus press the attack for Broxah. Now, not a super common Ezreal rune here, but for the 1v1s, if he does dodge, something like the ultimate coming down, which you can definitely try and play that mind game in Arcane Shift. If you go forward with an exhaust and barrier on Ezreal and force it, you proc your press the attack, and you just keep it up.
Yeah, if you time the exhaust into Annie's all in, and the first 6 seconds of cooldowns do like 1/3 damage.
Overheal as well. So I expect everybody to take some form of sustain for the secondary runes there. This is Biscuit Delivery, of course, plus Summer Comic.
It fights Presence of Mind and Triumph, so there is actually no other option. You're actually trolling big anything else. But I agree with you, though. Yeah, some will sustain. We're seeing Biscuits time warp almost everyone.
Yeah, the only other option probably, Domination. Grab some Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter.
But the 1 stack on Ravenous is 2.5%. It got nerfed in preseason, so that like feels bad half the time.
It is the base. That's 50% nerf.
Yeah, just half
start
the thing.
At 5, yeah.
And you'll get 0.3 health per Q, and you're like, all right, that's some 6 sustain.
Oh, he's charging up. 1 charge on your Annie. There we go.
All right.
Level 2. Doran's play, Doran's ring, pretty much expected actually from both these guys with the potions too. But Diamond definitely has the surprise factor with his flash.
Broxah was like cheating up for a Q, but you can see Diamond like heading back to the melee minions. Yeah, so you're right about, I think level 6 feels really good for Annie unless he gets exhaust outplayed. But right now the lane's actually pretty equal, and Broxa is more mana constrained because Diamond's Qs are free. If you last hits, they're free. So 2-second cooldown.
Plus, I also, one of the big things with this map is getting pushed under turret is more damaging because the turret damage is more awkward on the minions.
Yeah.
But Annie can very easily get last hits, even on these turrets after one turret shot. As long as he gets a couple levels in the queue.
Yeah.
So getting pushed in, even though Broxa, it's good for him to have the push here for Ezreal to get harassment off, I don't think it's going to be as damaging to Diamond. We'll see, though.
One of the things is, yeah, this is Cannon Wave stacking up, so now it's time for Annie CS.
Okay.
Easy Q. Okay, Mixed if you missed it. So 4-second cooldown, that actually makes it a bit more awkward. And he takes a Q as well.
He
like,
can go for a W.
Oh,
well.
Autoed that one.
All right, Broxa up a significant amount. Actually, a lot of these are falling to the turret.
Oh, unlucky. All right, auto Q is probably not enough damage. So he's just like bleeding CS right now. Okay, so it's 24-19, but with like 4 minions there, it's actually pretty close still.
So one thing that you can do is you wait for the turret shot to get almost all the way there before throwing your Q.
Yeah.
So you have more time, and it'll come back up before the next turret shot is able to arm and get off in time.
Yeah.
So Annie, you literally can, if you're unharassed, be able to get a Q off for every turret kill.
Mark the turret. All right. So 29-26. So Brox is still ahead, and if he doesn't bleed CS, and I feel like Brock's gonna have tempo the entire time. It feels like Diamond's just not in a spot to like rest the lane back right now.
Honestly, only thing I'm worried about for him is the level 6 or possibly a mana issue, but the mana issue's not really manifesting very quickly.
Yeah, so far it's fine. Okay, and looks like the health relics are actually pretty equal as well. I think back to the Licorice plus Shifters 2v2, where they just played like crazy aggro push Vel'Koz Heimer, and they got to take all the relics. Diamond has one to fall back to really easily, so he can take a trade, no problem. Brox is running out of mana first, though. So again, I feel like Diamond can kind of like out-sustain this lane. He's not really taking damage, and there's no good way for mana. Like, Brox has already used his Biscuit as well, right? So I think Brox has to take the first forced recall, and that lets Diamond catch up and farm.
So the thing, though, once Broxa recalls, if he recalls on Hexdrink or Money,
oof.
I think that's a GG for this matchup. Because actually, Diamond with a significant push back. I mean, I expect Broxa to retain the minion lead as soon as they do crash on the turret.
Yeah.
But if you can get off the Hex Drinker recall and get back, then you are not nearly as scared.
And he's farming on a turret now against Annie 6. Like, theoretically, you could do like a fake all-in. Just like press your buttons and just deal damage and try to make Brox bleed CS that way.
Or, bait out a barrier first. Because if the barrier's not there, then maybe even through Hex Drinker you can still do it.
Tibbers cooldown's cheaper than all the summoner spells, right? So you just do that. You're like, whatever, doesn't matter. Maybe I did some damage. I'm going to take my recall anyway. You hope you like force out 2 CS because of that, because he's like fighting you or whatever.
So Diamond actually could pull ahead in CS here, though, because so many went down to the turret.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy.
And he has positioning, and he has level 6 with stun ready. But is he going to use his abilities for last hitting and keep the stun up?
I think he should.
Looks like it.
Because it shouldn't be that hard to get 4 more CS that way. He's autoing, but I actually don't... Okay, there we go. There's the Q. But yeah, he's last hitting late, right? He's trying to keep the lane in front of his turret. Unfortunately, it's getting thinned out. Like, that's really unfortunate that when it moves forward like this, it ruins your freeze, basically. And so it's actually going to push back anyway. Like, he's got a cannon minion here. But yeah, he's up in CS.
Got the Hex Drinker, though, from Brox's side. So the all-in, a lot less scary.
Yeah, Brox's buy was far better than Diamond's because he got 18 Magic Pen, but there's like 25 MR.
And the Fairy Tar freeze!
Oh!
Okay, I don't know if that deserved a screen.
Well, you like literally grabbed my shoulder and shook me, and I was just afraid. Yeah, no, I mean, that's cool, it's cool. So here comes the push forward. He's trying to ban out Exhaust, he's not doing it.
There's the prescient attack!
There's the Exhaust! Oh, he's got to flash away. Ignite is on, but he saved Tibbers.
All right, I think that right there, Broxa not even having his Hex Drinker proc and still having barrier, bodes very, very well. It's 1 summoner to 0 now for him.
Yeah.
Diamond looking, though. Ultimate still ready.
Oh, that's a W. He got the stun as well, so if Brox ever is greedy and doesn't have his reflexes on point, he can get stunned into losing maybe 500 health in the combo.
It's upgraded boots as well, so Diamond's really quick right now. He can choose his all-in without flash.
Oh, that's really bad for him. Could be, he's going in, Manifold Band pops, Tibbers is on.
Oh,
it's fighting him, Brox needs the relic.
He got the enemy relic. Can he get back to his side, though?
I think it's okay.
Diamond gonna cut him off.
He has no stun yet. Now he does. Oh, it's so low.
Fingers down.
He's almost dead to Tibbers.
Tibbers!
Ah! He's out of range, I think. Oh my gosh, but the CS is 15 up for Diamond. He has complete control now.
Yeah, and he's pushing it into the turret here. Broxah with the Fairy Charm sustained for his mana. Will it be enough for him to land the last
He's
hit?
dead to a single Q. Like, he has to watch out. Oh no! WE kills him.
Diamond, 1 Q each.
EQ! EQ!
Get it!
Oh!
And Diamond cracking up there.
Oh
what a
my.
finish.
He had no mana! Broxah, you had no mana!
Classic. Freak understands
Classic.
that strategy
Oh.
to the deepest level.
I really do. Wow, that was closer than I thought it was going to be. That went back and forth a lot.
I mean,
oh my god.
we had a relic steal, then trying to get back to your own base under the turret here. But this is where it all came down. That Q set Broxah up for a possibility of a blind Q maybe in the bush, but that's the only way he wins.
Yep.
It's close enough. Diamond lands the Q from the brush, and that's it. Faker setting up next to him and doing it as well.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 5 open slots on each side, so they're ready to go. Wow. So this is 2 wins though in a row for Diamond, by the way, right? He won the 2-on-2.
Both on Annie.
Advanced. Yeah. So I mean, that's probably gonna get banned away next time around. Of course, he'll be playing tomorrow in the 2-on-2. He'll be playing either tomorrow or the next day in the 1-on-1. I forget the exact bracketing here, but not all of the bracket finishes out today. Either way, we've got our next match coming up soon as well. Arcee's taking on Maple. So we got some LATAM versus sort of this year LMS. Maple's actually going over to the LPL next year, kind of following in Karsa's footsteps. That'll be interesting to see sort of his continued trajectory, because obviously it was a pretty big run for Karsa. Won an LPL title, went to Worlds. Maybe a little bit of an early exit for him, so I'm kind of curious what Maple's next year is going to look like.
Yeah, and Maple is definitely one of the powerhouses when it comes to the 1v1 tournament. He did super well last year. He's very good individually. However, I think a lot of people underestimate support players when it comes to these tournaments.
Yeah.
Right? Bada had his, pop-off year. So Arcee, even though he is a support player, support players often are the ones that try and get more creative in the picks and win in a different way than, just CSing or something.
Yeah, I'm going to stay on Infinity for a good long time here, and we'll see if he can do his region proud. I've actually had a decent number of upsets sort of throughout this tournament, I feel like. There's been a lot of results that went, I think, against expectation. And I think Diamond over Broxah even was one of those. So let's see as we get through into this one. A lot more Mage and Assassin bans. And yeah, it's interesting because you've seen Maple play all year. You kind of know the sort of presenters he plays.
He's banning A champions, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Top of the champion list here. Ahri and Amumu.
I feel like Nidalee
skipped Aatrox.
That's true.
For some reason. Because that's a legitimate ban, maybe. And wants to only do more jokey ones.
I mean,
I like Ahri's pretty. Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
He's out the window now.
I don't think Yorick is the standard pick here. Amumu, not that Liquors did a bad job, but
that's why. There we go.
They knew. They knew they wanted the Eco Mirror.
So I actually, last year we had a lot of the pros setting up bets or deals with each other. We're like, okay, we're gonna do X, blind pick 1v1 and have the same champion and just agree to do it. Here we go. We're gonna have Nico. There's not going to be anyone for her to camouflage on, so it'll just be Nico versus Nico, but it's going to be so much about setting up that route for the multiple blooms. If you get rooted by a minion that is low health, and you can get triple blooms on the enemy player, I feel like that's going to turn everything.
So non sequitur, Arcee banned LAN. So he repped Lissandra into Akali, Nidalee, repping LAN. I appreciate that.
Like it.
I love it.
Pride.
My favorite ban strategy ever, though, was still, I think it was like SK versus Gambit, and they did TSM sucks. Like that, like season 2.
Both teams agreed.
It was actually just because it was like a remake. Like they had done champs like they're ready. Like, all right, well, our bans are TSM SUX. Anyway, always appreciate that kind of stuff. Getting into the game pretty soon here. Nico Mirror is going to be exciting. I know I kind of non-sequitured you, so
I like it. I mean, we did the setup here. So much of the power comes from multiple blooms, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be looking for. Positioning is going to be key for these guys.
I feel like Nico's underpowered, though, in this mode. She has no passive.
I mean, yeah.
It's like...
But honestly, when it's Nico versus Nico, who are you really going to... Gonna fool here.
Just overall weak champion. All right.
Both of them with Flash Ignite, but we do have different runes. Look at the Ahri coming out. More consistent trades.
Yeah.
So constantly looking for harassment rather than Comet. You land the snare, you get the hit confirmed damage.
And Ahri will even trigger off auto attacks as well. So if you're just auto trading, that is an automatic win. So this is actually a trade Maple wants just because right click to right click is just straight up better. And now with that bloom down, of course, it's just a straight runaway for Arcee. And we'll get the runes pretty soon, of course, in the lower third. There we go. So Yeah, pretty standard stuff. We have seen players run Transcendence. That is Troll. Transcendence turns on at level 10. That is never good. But this is, I think, what you exactly expect based on the matchup. You're against AP damage. Not a problem. And we'll get Maples, of course, in a second as well. And I expect to be almost identical. I think this is the optimal rune setup for this matchup.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, does go through the extra bloom here. Looking for the empowered autos as well. That's going to be extra damage that is very, very key for the trades. Yeah, pretty much the exact same thing.
Yeah, I think those are identical. Aside from the Keystone, of course. Yeah, so Maple actually up to a pretty good start, though. You can always tell if the Q hits, by the way, because it'll bloom again if it had hit.
Yeah. I want to see if they level up the W for those empowered autos, by the way, because that's the passive aspect of leveling up W, even though the invincibility might not be that good. So there we go. Yeah, we do have one.
But it's 50 damage every third auto as you pull up all the stats, and it's 45 damage for the bloom on the rank up. So it depends if you think you'll get the empowered auto.
I'll take the 45 then.
Yeah,
bloom,
it's also wave clear. It's also wave clear, right? So I feel like that's actually really big. For those who haven't played Nico or seen her yet, it will re-bloom if you hit an enemy champion, or if it last hits a minion. So you often want to like warm up the casters, and then you blow up a cast minion with the Q. It'll bloom a second time, which will help you wave clear. And
yeah,
so I expect Maple to do this kind of here.
That's the key. Trying to get 3 of them popping.
Yep. So far, just auto last hitting, though. And this is a decent start, though. It's 5 to 17 in CS. So that's the one downside of playing support. You have a Relic Shield the last hit every time. Ooh, gets the root. Decent damage.
I mean, it's level 3 to level 2 right now.
Yeah.
It's a pretty huge advantage to go trading into. So Maple very happy to take the trade. He did level up the W.
What? His clone stole the health relic.
That's actually hype.
That's so... I mean, it's good as a steal, but it's so useless.
It's a deny, dude.
It is. Ditch the health.
We added denial.
We added deny. It's here.
Here we go. The big minion wave built up. We'll see if Arcee can actually land the last hits. Doesn't quite get that one.
Those casters are going to be free in a second, though.
Yeah,
there we
big
go.
bloom.
Juicy. Oh, no CS, though.
Oh, no. The cannon died, dude. No. Another cannon bites the dust. Another cannon has made it to the water.
Where's Dematerializer when you need it? I know it doesn't turn on until like 5 minutes or whatever, but...
That would be a truly sad rune page choice for 1v1 match.
Dematerializer, like, yeah, I'm under turret this game.
You're like, well, maybe I'll make it to when they turn on and be able to catch up.
I'm sad we didn't see any double demolish in 2-on-2.
Root through the minions.
I think demolish is good on 2-on-2. I think it's a little bit hard. Okay, he auto the clone. Put the auto attack on cooldown. Big play.
These low health range minions.
Yeah,
definitely
that's a pretty easy play.
Gotta watch out for them.
There we go. Jeez. Okay. Yep. All right. Okay, that's all 3 hits. That's a decent trade.
So we have one difference in the purchases here. How do you feel about refillable potions? Because I actually like the 5 true health potions plus biscuits are going to be coming in for Maple. Especially with his extra Doran's ring here. He's definitely got a huge inventory advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you basically do the math on how many recalls you take, right? Because you're paying for 3 potions and it's worth 1.5.
Exactly, and I feel like if you're recalling more than often, then you're losing.
Yeah.
It's the losing play style.
I remember back in the day, the 1v1 meta was Fortitude Potion start. Because even though it was 300 gold forcibly down the drain, you forced a bad recall because you were too overstated. And you just simply you couldn't even go Corrupting Potion, even though that was like super efficient.
Oh man, level 6.
You couldn't force the lane to go right.
What do you do when you're in a mirror match and the enemy gets level 6 first? On a level 6 ability, by the way, where the flat damage is 250, also is going to be able to get a shield. Also is going to be able to stun you. So definitely have to be very, very cautious.
Ooh, and meanwhile, though, it's actually going right away. Maple! Pop Blossom lands. Good hit. Poor level 5 Arcee. Yeah, I mean, does get the 3 Booming Blurs, though.
So
he's going to get 6 soon.
Yeah, he still has 3 true potions. The extra boots might allow Arcee to dodge a few more of the skill shots here. And dodging a root.
I would want to see him go for an ult and then a late flash and like hope you catch out Maple. Ooh. And yeah, unfortunately he's too far away. He got juked by the clone again, I think, which... Because he ulted because something was running out of him. Maybe. That's what it felt like to me. I'm not sure.
That seems kind of crazy, but
it
could be the case.
It's always so easy on spectating. You're like, oh, I know which one's real, which one's not. Yeah. But yeah, that seems like a reactive ult because someone has melee range. And watch, like, next time Maple just goes at him.
Yeah,
It's actually the real
But
one.
you don't think that's ever going to happen until his ult comes back up, is what I would assume, right?
Yeah, but now the Pop Blossom's down.
That would actually be insanity.
Because now Maple wins. Sorry, I'm cutting you off a lot.
Yeah, no, it's true. The action is just coming through thick and fast, Freak. You got to keep up.
Yeah, because I feel like, okay, so now that you recalled, it's not the same, but Maple was always 20% health up.
Yeah.
So at any point, you send your W backwards, you walk at him, and he's like, it's fake. And you're like, surprise! Root!
Yeah.
And you just kill him.
Beyond that, right now, the minion setup, everything points towards Maple has full control, of the setup for how this game is going to end. So that's mainly what we look at for the beginning of these 1v1 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever gets the minion lead starts to be able to control the minion wave a little bit better, gets to choose how this is going to end for the all-in, and it makes the person on the back foot, in this case Arce, have to choose a more risky all-in.
Oh, and he steals the... I like that. Arce is someone Maple did earlier. He steals the health early with the clone. I love it.
It's a little bit lower on health with the trade.
And Maple's up MR now as well. He's got a null magic mantle with otherwise mostly matched items. Like, I think Ruby Crystal, I think he had no money to buy. I think null magic is probably always better.
Yeah.
And it's a 50 gold difference, so he couldn't quite afford it, but I think that would have been really useful. So, okay, here's the attempt. He actually guesses right. Here's Pop Blossom. Good damage. Knights on. Yeah, double stun. Does he have the damage? One more Q. Good flash. Okay. The flash! Oh no, he's gonna pull aggro! He's pulled aggro! Maple! And Arce takes it!
And a stone cold win here for Arce.
Ooh! Did not see that coming.
Yeah, Maple got a little bit happy there. Saw the kill, knew he had all the advantages, and went for the stylus finish. Doesn't get it though.
That is a toss right there. All right, well, but Arce held on. Got away from the spells. He's going to move on next round.
That's big. Knocking Maple out of the 1v1 tournament early on.
Yeah.
Opens up a lot of possibilities here.
Smiles and nods. We're going to get the next game coming up pretty soon, but that is a big win. We'll get the replay of that one in a second. But yeah, Arce from Liga Latino North. And he guesses correctly, right? He knows which is the real one.
Yeah.
Like, Ignites on, Pop Blossom, trades the ults.
I mean, by all accounts, Maple wins this early stage. Maple has the minion wave pushing, so Arce inevitably has to flash out of there. But then, because Maple, pulled the aggro there at the end, 2 turret shots, and that is going to be it.
Yeah. Juked into the wave to dodge the Q and got one auto off, because Maple was very close to not dying to that turret.
Yeah.
So that was as well as you could have played that dive. Juking the skill shot was important. All right. 2 down, many more to go.
If you come at the king, you better not miss, Freak. If you go for a tower dive, you better not mess it up.
Tower's going to hit you back pretty hard. So Faker taking on Artifact is next.
Oh, baby.
Faker was undefeated on Nico so far. We saw him in Nexus Blitz. That went pretty well. Artifact, recently we saw him on the Udyr. Had a pretty good game on the winning team. VCS Pro. And I like it. He's one of the players on QTV's team. We saw QTV play earlier.
Yep.
That's going to be fun as well. Friends Forever QTV Gaming. Very, very long name.
Mid lane player. They finished 3rd in the VCS this year. He's got that carry play style. People know him for his Yasuo, Akali, Aurelia, and of course Faker in the 1v1s. Always is up for whatever challenges or games. He never really picks one of the stay back and CS style characters.
Or Alistair.
A lot of the times he does lose early on because he's going for one of the other more have fun strategies. So we'll see what they come up with.
Nasus is actually a throwback champion. I mean, we were only seeing 2-on-2s earlier today, but
AB Nasus was definitely a thing as well.
It was 100 CS win condition champion, but you auto-pushed every time, you forced bad recalls. It's the Aurelian soul of 1v1. It really is what that comes down to, is you play as fun, interactive as possible. All right. I don't think he's really spelling anything. I think Akali, Syndra, Nasus are all, like, reasonable bands.
Now we're going to be reading into every single band.
I have to. I have to.
Okay, well, just a couple of hover-overs here.
I mean, Faker insta-locked Ori.
Oh, that was an insta-lock.
Yeah, I mean,
not even blinking anymore. Okay.
If you know your tier list, right, you're like, I ban these 3, then I pick Orianna. Those are the counter picks. Like, okay, yeah, I guess that's me.
All right, Artifact, what do you have to go against the most famous player in the world?
That's true. Lucian, okay.
Honestly, I do like it, right? A super aggressive early on, especially.
Yeah.
We'll see what route he goes for with the build. Because again, whenever it is something like this, marksman versus mage, I always look at the Hex Drinker by breakpoint.
Yeah.
It's so big, it takes away the possibility of, a lot of the threat from the level 6 all-ins.
I actually want to see potentially him go for things like Klepto as well, just to get those items sooner. I mean, that's good too, right? I think I would like to. I mean, that's the other option, right? Is you can go the inspiration start and then get into like Legend Bloodline and stuff. I'm kind of curious because that is sort of one of the roles that are uniquely positioned to have sustain through precision, where you can run Legend Bloodline, you can take maybe coup de grace and try to get the kills out that way. I'm curious. Of course, this is one where you see the champions, and then you can pick runes. So you can, Faker's going to slot in the +5 armor.
I actually really enjoy having stat choice
shards. Yeah, I do too.
The shards.
I think it's actually really, really nice. It's actually power creep. I went back and looked at how many stats Riot gave champions when they first did Runes Reforged, and then saw how many they took back and then gave out with stat shards, and now champions have more stats now.
Yeah.
So they're getting power crept, mostly in durability though.
To the
we got exhaust barriers for both of them for the all-ins.
Yeah.
I mean, these are honestly, even though Flash is so amazing and universally taken for Summoner's Rift, Barrier and Exhaust are pretty versatile. Even though it seems like, you're losing out on all these mobility options, they are good for both offensive pushes as well as defensive. It's just a matter of kind of doubling them up and trying to bait them out of your opponent, because they are also pretty easily baitable ones. If you're something like Lucian and you have a dash, trying to bait out one of those summoners and go for a re-engage afterwards is huge.
It's interesting because
pretty standard here from Ori, by the way.
Yeah. This is what you expect. Mana Flow ban, because there's no reason to go Nullifying Orb against Illusion. No. Otherwise, this is stuff you kind of expect to see. Overheal because you have to. I'm curious that he did Alacrity over the lifesteal. But Legend Alchemy does have stats at 0 stacks, whereas Bloodline does not, I believe.
And attack speed is actually so good for pushing early on. So we're seeing him get control of the minion wave already.
I think there's a mistake, though. Artifact going cut down is the do damage to people with more health than you, and he won't even ever have the health difference to activate that rune. So I think there's one bad choice there for the Lucian. Really minor, it won't probably mean much, but that is some damage left on the table. Okay, yep. Dash forward double auto Q. It's a pretty standard trading combo. What I'm interested about with the exhaust is the fact that Faker's entire burst combo is out of exhaust range, and Lucian's ult is out of exhaust range. So there can be situations where you have no summoner spell in a bad trade if it's played correctly. But yeah, Faker's doing such a good job in lane.
It's something that both of them can opt into too. Yeah, but Faker's ball control you're talking about, he's always trying to keep it for max distance attack moves here and keep it between him and Artifact. Artifact's still getting the minion wave push.
Yep.
And they've both been able to burn one potion off of
lane, but as soon as Faker came in for the exhaust all-in, that slow meant there was no way out anymore for Artifact. He had to get chased down. Yeah. And he was checkmated.
All right, let's take another look at it here, because he dashes in. As soon as he dashes in, Faker's very happy to take the exhaust trade, and once he gets the slightest of health lead, knows that he can just time the barrier out. He doesn't waste an auto attack animation into the barrier, waits for it afterwards, uses his own so that he can't go down.
There was a lot right about that trade.
Yeah.
He sidestepped to grab the ball. It gives you stats when you're wearing it, as long as E is ranked up. So you get bonus armor.
And magic resistance.
Exactly. Bonus armor is huge for the trade back. And if he needed a Q, shorter travel time. Just in case that was actually super required. So a couple of wins now on the board for Faker. He won. Maybe he got carried by NA. It's debatable. In next splits, I mean, it's Licorice kind of popped off, not going to lie.
Licorice was popping off on the Amumu. You got that burning stuff.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, he actually 1v2'd Uzi and whoever else he played. Good hearts for
Kira with the nice hearts.
Yeah.
All right. Kira also really experienced in these 1v1s.
Yeah, I remember, I think we brought this up 7 times at this point, was one of the first 1v1 meta innovators way back in the 2015 whatever. He's doing hearts for China, he's doing hearts for NA. Yeah, the Caitlyn exhaust, he had his own tier list going on. Seiya obviously very good as well. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. Seiya definitely a legend in his own right. He's been playing for so long. Actually, before even Latin America had servers, he was playing on the North American server. I remember him from Season 1 just in solo queue games, and he has definitely put in so much work.
Yep.
See if he can pull it off here and go deep in the 1v1 tournaments.
See what happens.
Anivia is one of Kira's signature champions.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think he actually did play it in previous 1v1
I think he did
tournament.
too.
I can't remember which year it was, but I definitely remember him using it as well.
I remember seeing it as well. Well, we'll see what happens. Say, of course, a absolute juggernaut domestically, 10 land titles for his team, and he's on almost all of them, I'm pretty sure. Just actually has been amazing. So no surprise to see him here because he's been one of the absolute domestics, just juggernauts. Kira, of course, very similar. I think he's just by far the best mid laner in the region. And we need to wait to see what comes in next as a couple of marksman bands come over. Lucian, Anivia, waiting for what's next. I actually am sad we didn't see any Lucian mid at Worlds. I really thought it was going to be a big champion, and we never saw it at all. So I thought Lucian was good, and he's been a viable mid laner before, but there's the Caitlyn.
Okay, yeah, everybody going with the range here.
Yeah.
No jokes around. This is probably going to be Grasp Caitlyn as well. That's been very, very common in solo queue nowadays. You stack up a lot of extra health, and the sustain goes such a long way, especially in this situation where they know it is just going to be this extended 1v1.
Yep.
But again, Varus is a very good 1v1 champion as well.
Yep.
See how well he can actually combo and land the arrows to try and proc light attacks whenever he can as well.
Yeah, I do expect Emax just because I feel like that's like the easier one to hit and you get a lot of bang for your buck with ranks. But yeah, we'll see. I feel like both champions have a decent sort of ability to hard push and take over the lane.
Yeah.
Caitlyn, of course, with a 75 range lead, can camp and brush, can prevent brush usage by putting traps down.
And you definitely should be in brush as much as possible. Extra headshot generation is so big. And as you said, she gets a lot of control because of the traps being hidden there, in addition to the extra range.
Yep. I think my favorite part about the 1v1 is these players run voice comms together.
Yeah.
That's actually my favorite thing. 'Cause they're like talking, like who they're talking to? Their opponent.
I actually love the listen-ins.
Yeah.
When we have the jokes.
They are really good. I'm a fan. But we are onto the Rift, or the Abyss, I guess.
The
Very,
howling of
very rare get to cast that way. Heal versus Barrier. Well, actually, sorry, Heal versus Flash. They both have Barrier.
We actually had way more howling in the Earth mode than we did on Howling Abyss.
Yep.
Oh, Comet hits.
Yeah. And the ease is slow, so it actually guarantees you're going to land that Comet afterwards.
That's 100% the way to go.
And smart of the instant recall, that's good.
Yep, Scorch, absolute
Yeah.
focus, pretty much everything standard.
One minor benefit, say you got, he has 25 more mana.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you trigger mana flow band,
Yep.
that trade was technically a disadvantage for Kira.
Nice.
It probably won't matter at all.
I mean, we say that. Look how little mana they had at the end of the last one.
That's true. That's true. You know
Mana
what?
is key.
25.
resource.
25. All right, so here is Revitalize. So he's got some healing to go in for himself. Second wind, of course. Those will actually combo together pretty decently. And
Ooh,
Demolish.
that's Demolish, baby. We
Yeah.
could see him go for turret destruction. This is what a lot of people actually have been discussing, even for Summoner's Rift, to have Caitlyn, pushing the waves. Grasp is so common for the trades, but then getting up and getting money off of the turret plating in Summoner's Rift, very viable strategy. Here, it's just going to give you a win if you take down the turret.
Yeah.
So even more valuable than turret plating gold.
Yeah, very first game I played in preseason was double Demolish bot lane.
Yep.
I was playing with my friend who is semi-active, and I was like, you're taking Demolish no matter what. I don't care who you're playing, you're taking Demolish. I think he was playing Thresh, so he's like, yeah, sure, okay. This is a good trading. Wow, Eing forward, that is, I think it's a health minus trade, not gonna lie.
Seiya, pretty good reactions there to it. Got the better of the trade. Pushing the wave as well, trying to get Kira under turret. Shouldn't underestimate the attack speed from the passive there for Varus as well, once he starts chaining these minion skills together.
You get a lot of pushing out of it. And I expect him to have some attack speed from his adaptive rune choices as well. Because normally with Sorcery Inspiration, you think, oh, it has to be raw AD, but I would expect 10% attack speed just from the rune choice there, because I think you want the auto attack pushing more than you want 6 attack damage.
Agree. I like the combos here too. I mean, he's going arrow. He just lands the arrow point blank without setting it up with E at all. Pretty accurate so far as the trading. But again, Caitlyn finally retakes control.
Yep.
As she's going to do for the minion wave. Gets it into turret. A couple more CS here. Let's see if he can actually finish this off and get the wave to crash. Seiya running lower on the mana now, trying to use the arrows through the minion wave to clean these up, and it's 22 to 27.
Yeah, it's almost tieable based on the farm here, but of course we can see an easier recall. He's going to jump forward. That's a nice headshot back, yeah.
Sacrifices 3 minions at the turret, including a cannon.
Okay, if he's trying to stay, it's a good barrier, though, because it's not about, like, baiting not dying. It's about, okay, he blocked max damage with that barrier. So if Kira plans to stay out on the map, and honestly, with a health bar lead, he can. Yeah. That's actually a really good barrier. And he can probably force a worse recall down the line because of his health lead. That's a nice shot, though. That's going to make it really hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big difference in the rune choices, right? You
Yeah.
get your bigger trades off of these Comet confirms on your E, but Kira sustains back up, hits another grass proc, and gets to sustain this extra maximum health he'll get to keep for the entirety of the game.
And I think he tried to summon her heal while he was low enough for Revitalize to grant bonus HP. It's like a 5% bonus healing, and then 10% more when you're low, and I think he's like, okay, I'm not low. He might have even pinged his health bar and said 39%. He's like, that's the time.
It's definitely early, but that is the excuse that I always use if I get autofilled to AD carry and I panic heal early.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's going to come off of cooldown earlier also, and I got higher value out of it. Hello.
And you want to heal before Ignite lands where it gets cut in half. Like, it's actually, I will early heal my support if they get hooked because I'm expecting Ignite. And then if they don't Ignite, I'm just like, okay, well, that was a waste.
Yeah.
Good barrier. Right, so yeah, those early barriers are really smart. Blocks the ult, but pressing it on cooldown.
This resource management is really, really important for this push. That's why you can see these guys using their summoners, trying to get the most out of each one. Blocks full damage on the ultimate here. Doesn't get a stop.
But he gets a push, and it's a decent push. He's going to be able to catch up and farm. Yeah, 45 each. And most of that will get missed.
The melee's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, casters. I think the other 3 casters are out of range. Yeah. So Kira has more CS, like for gold on the table. But yeah, Kira does. But I think Seiya is going to overall have more XP available, depending on how much this wave gets denied.
I think this one might go to CS, honestly.
Yeah.
When you have Varus versus Caitlyn, all-ins are super rare, especially with these defensive summoner spells. Maybe level 6 when Seiya gets Chains of Corruption. It's a possibility. But I expect them to try and play.
Oh,
never mind.
This could be a kill. He's going against a trap. That's big damage. He's going to kite back. Doesn't want to take the all-in just yet.
Okay, yeah. Again, the minion wave is pushing, so that's why Kira's going for these super aggressive nets.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's a crazy move.
Yeah. So there's a mechanic, or an interaction I want to bring up right now. So Caitlyn is the only champion of the game where your move block, like your dash, doesn't go anywhere if you're rooted or stunned. So if the net casts a little bit too late and the ult already hits you, Kira will go nowhere. Which means if he's late on reaction, that will be a wasted escape, and there's no flashes for him. So, like, an ult flash for Seiya, there's probably no way out for Kira. It'll probably land too quickly. And that's kind of like, I think, the window that now Seiya has to try to use. Now, barriers back up for Kira. That's a big deal. The all-in will be harder as a result. Now there's a health bar lead, but...
Yeah, he wasn't able to land that hail of arrows either, because Kira's positioning so aggressive.
Big damage. There's the ult. He might have the damage. Barrier's on, but he might have the damage. Q's going to land. 2 more shots will kill him.
Oh, he's got flash. What?
Q's in 5 seconds.
Oh, there's so much sustain, though. They both chugging potions, so they're both healing right back up.
Yeah.
All right. Check in on the minions again. It's dead tied, but there are more minions here pushing. The decent cannons moving and pushing towards Seiya. He's trying to clear them out so he can get back as well for a recall.
Yeah, there's no way you can stay in lane against someone who just recall with this little health, so he's going to shove it in. There it goes. It will crash into the turret, lose 1 melee, and then the cannon will tank.
All right. He's looking for the kill. He's going lethality build here.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to wait on his ultimate to come back up. It looks like that is going to come back up before the barrier, but Kira will have heal.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good odds for Seiya. He's going to be able to flash ultimate, has his own barrier for the all-in.
Yeah.
So it all really comes down to, can he land the ult?
I think Seiya, so one good thing for Kira is the fact that he has the extra move speed. The boots too is pretty useful. You can dodge the comet there. Maybe he can sidestep something if it's not a flash ult.
Yeah, I mean, the idea, of course, for Varus is to try and soften up the Caitlyn a little bit before you do your all-in. That's why Kira's chugging his potion right now, even though he's almost full health. All right, he's on the turret, though. Demolish activated.
It's not going to be that much damage, though. Like I don't think he'll ever win by turret. CS is, like, too close to equal. Okay, there's barrier down. Doesn't block all the damage it can, but it's still pretty good.
Is he baiting here with his trap? What was that?
I don't know, but it's an 8 CS lead for Seiya, so like, he can also play it slow. He can actually play just for the grind. And if he doesn't drop too many of those turret, he's fine. He's up 10. Like, this is...
Yeah, and again, there's not a lot of ways for Caitlyn to all in.
Yeah.
The summonerless Caitlyn, he's got to just push hard on the turret, wait for his Demolish to come back up.
And maybe that's the thing, right? There's two waves. Here comes the all, bit of an all-in. Good damage here. Watch out for the trap. Gets away from it. Good Q lands.
Yep, procs those stacks.
He's 2 waves from winning, though. Kira has this wave and next wave.
Not a lot of mana extra either. It's coming down to it. 5 more minions for Seiya.
And he doesn't have to push as
The
well.
next minion wave is the end of the game.
And Kira can't threaten the turret. He's got to find a way to get the kill, but his health bar's at 400 with no sums. And Seiya has flash. Like, I don't think this is possible for Kira.
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
He's got to, though.
97.
All right, he's going to cheat up because he has to. But there's no way he can threaten for farm.
So there's no summoner spells either. I mean, Seiya just sitting back looking for those
There's
CS.
one. There's 2-3. It's over. Well done, Seiya. Another Latin American representative moving on in the bracket. Nicely done. And Kira, yeah, I mean, he was checkmated. There's no way you find that all in.
Yeah, really nice play there from Seiya. Especially at the end, too. You can tell they're 100% focused on denying any sort of comeback for the opponent.
Yep.
Stays well back, able to land the last couple of CS here. Hits the arrow,
And
into
goes
the
that
E.
E.
It's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, he knows those 3 CS are going over to him.
That's the type of game that you're looking for when they opt into the marksman versus marksman setup.
Yeah. Like, even though it was super, super high sustain, right?
Yeah.
Like, he had second win. He's running with Revitalize, Heal, and Barrier. There's so much sustain on the Caitlyn plus the Grasp, and still got pushed out by the Mana Flow Band Emax. Like, that was just so much poke. Seiya landed it.
If we had competitive 1v1s all year round, do you think it would get to a point where it was always, this type of meta, Caitlyn Grasp and the occasional Varus or Lucian or something like that?
I think it would get like sort of solved. I don't know what the solved state would be. Like, that is definitely beyond like my scope to like theory craft it.
Yeah, but if you reduce the variables down to one champion per each
sure,
time,
yeah, okay.
it becomes pretty easy to solve.
Of course, but the way I would envision it is either it comes down to an exact mirror match is the only match. Like, people will figure out uncountable champions, okay, those get banned, or you're willing to mirror them, okay, whatever, and that's fine. Or you're like, okay, well, I'm blind picking X, you're blind picking Y, which is blind pick countered by Z, and you're just flipping coins and trying to play rock paper scissors. That would be, I think, the way it would solve out.
All right,
There's
well,
F tier and there's rock, paper,
now we've got the defending champion, Uzi here, looking to run it back.
Yep. I think you can do it.
G4 from Southeast Asia.
Yep. Solid mid laner. And so, yeah, you're seeing Marksman Band on the one side, Mage Band's on the other. Uzi said, he's like, oh, mid lane champ's really good right now. I'm practicing. I'm ready to go.
Bans out 3 of them.
Yep.
He actually had a really mean Syndra as well. So that
He did.
That's definitely one of his own champions as well. Meanwhile, all marksman bans from G4.
Yeah. That's not much of a surprise. So let's see what does come through here. See, Faker insta-locked. Faker knew what he wanted to play. I feel like that's a sign that you like know what's going on. You're like, well, okay, here's my top 4 champions. Like, I'll just play those.
I mean, I want to see something like Zed from G4.
Oh, man.
Because he's been one to pop off with that. You know, it's a solo queue champion and all that. But I definitely enjoy the ones where people go for assassins or go for all-ins.
All right. Ori MF. I think it's a pretty decent matchup.
I'm good.
So let's see what we got ourselves for. Yeah, so of course we had Faker win with Ori. That happened a couple games ago, and that was actually pretty solid. You had good harass in lane. You have good all-in potential because you can self-shield. You have bonus stats. But Uzi, what's interesting here is I think you can play really, really dominant in lane. Just like with Varus, you can E-spam, land Comet, poke people out. Mana Flow Band triggers, of course, every time. So it's really, really easy to get poke damage there. G4 can tank that with a shield, though. And I think just like 1-for-1, just trade those abilities and then still do aggressive things. And rank 1 of Ori's shield will handle, I think, more than rank 1 of Miss Fortune. I think the shield is high
let's
enough.
put it to the test.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, especially you can try and put, extra ranks in and see if, is Uzi actually going to go for Q pass-throughs, or is it all going to be about, the range?
I think Q matters a lot. I don't think you even need to rank W in this matchup. The attack speed is kind of nice, but Miss Fortune's basic attack damage is super, super low. And
Q
there's
and
no
E
way
are
you're
just too good at trading.
Huh?
Q and E are just too good
Yeah,
at trading.
I mean, like, Q's rank up is not amazing. It's like 20 damage per rank or something. It's not great, but the cooldown goes down, and that's okay. What's he going to buy? Doran's? Yeah, there's Doran's Blade. I could have seen Doran's Ring, honestly, and he really just plays for epoke.
Yeah.
And plays out of range because Miss Fortune is easy to land, and Ori Q can be dodged. But we'll see. What do you think? Mana Flow ban or Nullifying Orb for Uzi? Does he care more about spamming or not getting all in?
I mean, I would go Mana Flow Band to take the offensive approach.
Boom.
Boom!
Yep.
Basically a world champion.
Basically a world champion, which is more than Uzi has. So good job, Kobe.
Nice.
Yep. Actually, you do have a world championship. You have a gold medal on your desk. I've seen it.
Yeah, the WCG. I don't know if we call that a world championship, but yes!
Yeah. I mean, it was probably titled World Championship.
Yeah, separate games.
Yeah.
All right. Is Uzi going to be able to get on the inside? Boom. I didn't see. I don't think the comment hit, right?
I think
it would have done more.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
All right, there we go. The Ares, Scorch. Yeah, absolute focus, everything. Pretty standard.
Yeah, and he is not doing Nullifying Orb because he didn't expect to take that much magic damage at low health.
Uzi already forcing him off last hits here.
Yeah.
Again, Miss Fortune's passive as well for people. The first hit on those minions, as well as on the champion, you can see much bigger trade there. You get a lot of extra damage, so you want to alternate target.
You have Q? I think that he could have queued the cast minion there. Yeah, auto for auto is easily in Uzi's favor.
Yeah.
He'll do about 1.5x the damage that G4 does. And so unless G4 is going to land QW back or shield it and auto back, it's just not going to be close.
Miss Fortune loves the single auto and E trading pattern.
Oh, interesting. Uzi actually went for Strat at level 2. But with how short the spells casts are for G4, he's not letting him dodge it anyway.
And if he doesn't get hit, too,
This is actually low health. Okay, good self-shield. This could be a fight right now.
Summoner?
Heal barrier versus heal barrier. Health bar's low. He's saving barrier still.
Oh, man, with the relic here as well. G4 pushes Uzi back. He's down significantly in CS at the moment, though.
Yeah. 5 CS up for Uzi. G4 is a bit low on mana. He has like 2 more QWs.
All right, Uzi has lifesteal as well, so off of these minions, trying to get as many auto attacks as he can.
Level 4 first, though.
That's way too big of an advantage. He's going to force Uzi back.
Yeah. Okay. Now, with Strut, the recalls are a little bit easier. You'll miss like 1 less CS because of the move speed.
Oh, he's waiting for the crash.
He can also E that cannon minion, so depending on how this wave moves, he can at least get some of the CS easily. Okay, he dodged some of the damage.
He got the harassment with the cannon kill.
Yeah. But still, he's going to be under turret. G4 can if he pulls aggro, though, keep in mind that...
Yeah. Pressuring under the turret here is so scary. We already saw Maple go down in a similar fashion, flashing to try and get the kill.
Okay, and that comment hits there. So that's at least some damage back. That's a big Q. I think it was shielded. No, it wasn't, actually. He didn't even cast that spell.
Big mana advantage here for G4 as well.
Yeah, I think he should have shielded. Maybe he did when he was... No, because it was never on cooldown. I think he's missing some shields that he should be getting. But it's close. It's 18 and 19 in CS. Uzi actually caught up because G4 spent so much time trying to harass that he dropped a lot of the farm when it was pushing. Good relic. Uzi's fine. Uzi has health lead by a lot now. And with rush control, oh, that's such a good view.
That was a crazy angle, actually.
Yeah, but G4's are missing shields. That's 2 in a row that were like pretty long-range Qs you can see coming in.
Yeah, he had so much mana to spare too. All right, he gets that guy.
Yeah, I think he's late on a lot of those though. Unless it really you can't spend the mana, but I don't think so.
What's the spy is going for right now? Just trying to stock up as much.
Yeah, I think it's Doran's ring number 2 and potions.
Yeah.
I would actually rather you get potions and boots than an amp tome. I think potions are way more valuable. 20 AP doesn't matter. It's like 12 shielding.
Yeah.
You have to shield yourself 10 times to be a health potion. Like I don't think that's correct.
Man, approaching level 6 too. I actually love Miss Fortune Ultimate in the 1v1 situation. You can get so much harassment as well as clearing a minion wave with it. It's actually so versatile. But you don't want to use it before or use it first.
Yeah, especially because now G4 is 6. If Uzi was able to stay like 1 more wave and say, you know what, I'm just going to sit here and just like grab the level before you and just ER you under turret the second you show up, like that could have been a play. Just because you'd know that Ori's still 5, but...
It's just so big with no flashes. Like, Miss Fortune controls like half of this lane with 2 abilities.
Yeah. If the Q ever goes on cooldown and Uzi can get away from it, there's a 3-second window, which is all you need for the channel, where you can't move the Shockwave over. And you just force 600 damage off the Orianna.
Okay. Force back. Comet already on arrival, too.
Yep. Double longsword. Yeah, that Fairy Charm is getting more and more popular. We're seeing a lot of Fairy Charm pickups. Just just for the regen.
It's super efficient.
Yeah, it is.
As much as mana you're going to get from it. So very valuable for a lot of the marksmen to take.
Better trade, though, for G4. But it's 16 CS, though, so Uzi is in control, right? So Uzi has a good ult that can just sort of reset a lane if it ever goes badly.
Yeah.
And he's got pretty good long-range poke. G4's out of mana already. That was actually just recalled. He's already out of mana. Okay, he got refillable, but he's also chugged that through.
Yeah, Uzi can already move up with his minion wave right here. Does miss some last hits, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters, though. At this point,
He's up so much.
it's like a drop in the bucket. You know, 54 to 39.
Yeah, the only downside for Uzi is you miss a CS, it gives more time for G4 to find an opening.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you want to win in 2 minutes instead of 4 minutes. But, yeah, this is going to be hard. G4's in is so narrow. He has enough mana for exactly one all-in. And, yeah, that's what the ult does. You just ult from out of range. And now G4 can't even win an all-in.
Okay, summoners are all up for both of them as well.
Oh, this could be good. Where's Shockwave?
Holds it.
Okay, good barrier. Still chasing because there's no left tap damage. This could be enough. Oh, he's gonna try that.
G4's
Shield's
going
good.
for
That QW can kill. Can he get it? Almost. Somebody heal out. Oh no! Oh, that relic was huge. That was the right play for G4.
Oh, the relic control comes up big. Uzi,
Oh.
Uzi's sticking around, actually. Looking for the slip into the brush.
A good Q could do it. I mean, that cast spin is low. Good E. That was a good. Oh, that was such a good sidestep. Because G4 had damage to that QW.
Yeah, G4 keeping his shield ready, though.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to go for the back.
Yeah, and he has to. It's now Uzi's gonna. That was a really good stay. Getting that make it rain right there from brush, like that. I think that won the game. Because now he's gonna remain up 20 CS.
Dang, misses that cannon as well, though.
Yeah, and it does give time. Like you saw how close the all-in was, and G4's next all-in will have Shockwave without defensive summoners.
Yeah, and look at that. Uzi's playing offense rather than defense here. No Hex Drinker buy. He's going lethality for Misfortune.
I would elect no magic there.
Yeah, I
Because-
mean, I like the lethality. If the other guy has to go for the all-in, G4 right now has to force the all-in, and you ult him in the face. There's no flashes. There's no way he's getting out of it.
Yeah.
Because your ult's coming off cooldown before the Shockwave does.
Sure.
So he just dies. And that's a cooler way to win.
Okay, it is a cooler way to win. However, Make It Rain is magic damage, and it's unaffected by lethality, which is kind of awkward. Now, there's a serrated Dirk passive where you kill a minion, your spells do more damage. That does work with Make It Rain. That's a cool idea. It's just a little weird.
Bullet time is the way to go.
You're right, you're right.
The stylish victory
It is more
in sight.
stylish. Uzi's in a lot of control right now. That's a good CS right there. 78 to 57. Yeah, it has to be an all-in for G4. That is the only way you could possibly win. And that's some really good poke by Uzi.
Uzi's daring him to go for it.
Oh, look at that damage. Yeah, how do you win when you take that kind of damage? That poke did nothing. Through Scorch and Airy. Uzi could, I think, so yeah, Uzi's going to wait until it's, oh, is that dead?
G4 gets to live, but for how long? 11 CS to go for Uzi. Chunking down the turret as well.
Yeah, yeah. And he's going to go for the non-greedy play. Like, he could go for 300 turret damage here.
This
but
is
he's
a
gonna go for the
champion
reset.
freak.
Yeah.
This is a 1v1 champion. He wears the crown. He
does.
wants to keep it.
Another longsword picked up. More attack damage. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Uzi.
Okay, G4, if he runs back right now, he has ult advantage.
And no sums for a few
He can
seconds.
try and go for the big play.
Has to be it. Has to be an all-in this wave or next. That's it.
All right. Sweeping in. He's got to run for him. He has the brush. Uzi knows it's coming, though.
Okay, good ult. There we go. Pulls in. Good damage. Good damage. Q. He can get a back E as well. It's down to half. That's not too bad. Uzi's got no ult. This is good damage. He's in a turret, though.
Oh, tower
He needs
shot!
shield. He needs shield. There, it's up, back up. QW. QW. Good barrier. E into auto, and he's dead. Good barrier as well. This is a close health relic.
Relic.
He's going for the bottom relic. He needs shield.
7 CS for Uzi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 there.
G4 walking forward.
Ah, go get him.
He needs a turret to help. He needs a turret to steal
He's going to
farm.
get it.
He needs the turret.
Oh, my God.
One more!
He gets the last one onto G4 himself.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Woo. That's how you show, like, I was 99 CS, I'll kill you instead. All right, Uzi, I like it. Whew. All right, all right.
I got 99 CS, and then G4 is one of them.
Yeah. I made him look like a minion. That was still close, though. CS was very far apart. The fights were close. No, nerves were held. That was some good stuff. Up goes Uzi for the handshake. Defending champion of 1v1. We'll be moving on to the next round in the top 16.
All right. Zuke sitting there, getting ready, headphones in.
Yep.
Got his game music on.
Yep.
Take a look at that
There we
win,
go.
though.
Acer Predator replay. Uzi gets up to 99, and G4 cannot withstand this Q bounce. You see move to the right, he's in position, and there's no play around that. Beautiful.
Nice. Gets the first victory. Moves right up the bracket.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Do we actually have Jizuke coming up next, right?
Zeros and Broken Blade are next up, actually.
Okay.
Jizuke will be in later on, don't worry.
Setting up on the other side.
Yep. That'll be fun. Broken Blade, if you haven't heard, is going to be TSM's new top laner. German citizen and Turkish citizen, played on Royal Bandits most recently over in Turkey. You can kind of hear the mostly German accent on him, but is going to be moving over to North America. An import top laner for TSM. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Of course, Hansu moving over to Golden Guardians is, I believe, what we've heard. And it's going to be excited to watch him, though. Broken Blade, I think, is for at least the English-speaking audience when watching the stream.
I mean,
Most of the fans going to be for him, probably.
these are two of the most hyped up top laners, right? Zero's from Vietnam. He was actually so hyped up for Worlds, and he had really good individual plays.
Yeah.
Now he's in his arena, 1v1 with Broken Blade, and we'll see which one of these guys can actually come out on top. I want to see some, something like Ribbon.
I want to Ribbon Yasuo. I want take Echo versus Maokai.
So Zeros actually, do you think he goes for something like Jace though? Because he has put so much time in on Jace. Oh, no, not going to be the case.
Yeah, he's following the Faker school, which is I insta-lock Orianna.
Uh-huh.
Current summoner is Snowball, which, as we've seen from Froggen, not a great choice.
I love the snowballs, though.
Yeah.
It's an exciting summoner spell. If he actually does keep that, and you go in for the self-ult sombrero Orianna shockwave to try and get a kill on Lucia, that would be very impressive if you could pull that off.
Yep. So Broken Blade going for, if he's gonna keep the summoners, aggro Lucian. I actually like that more. If you're gonna go in, just landing Exhaust, landing Ignite, go for damage out.
Yeah.
And hope you overpower the damage in, I guess. Both counter by cleanse though, if Zeros keeps that. We'll see what summoners actually are when the game loads, but it'll be interesting to watch because we saw Faker play this matchup, and he was down CS, but he won in fights when there was a bad dash forward by the opposing Lucian. But Lucian had lane control. I think it was G4. So we'll see, right? If Broken Blade, it's not like Lucian's not a top laner anymore. So I feel like he has the experience.
Yeah, Broken Blade should have the ability to decide the early game.
Yeah.
Going in for some aggressive trades. He wants to have a very big performance here on a big stage in North America, coming over to a new region on one of the biggest teams.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on TSM.
Probably still the biggest. I feel like TSM still, though they did not have a very good 2018, they missed Worlds for the first time ever. I do feel like Broken Blade is a super awesome player, super young, 18 years old. I think that I am excited to watch Broken Blade next year in the LCS. I'm excited to cast him, excited to watch him play. I'm excited for the new TSM look. And of course, Funky Buffalo, right? Had a pretty decent run. I mean, they got to Worlds, that was solid. They had some really good runs. Some really good games as well.
And a lot of those games, too, even if the team's losing, Zeros had some really good 1v1 plays himself.
Yes.
Oh, we have a little bit of a differentiation for Orianna here.
Yeah, this is pretty much expectation. You're not against magic damage, so mana flow ban makes sense. Everyone should be running Absolute Focus every single time. Transcendence is trolling. And yeah, there we go. There's Coup de Grace. That's actually the right one to go for, especially with these aggro summoners where he's going Exhaust Ignite. And Ignite's got a counter heal as well. That's going to be a thing. Yeah, I think this is a good setup. And just in case he has to kind of battle for that all in, he's still got that Nullifying Orb.
Absolute Focus only granting, the extra damage for your trades at high health, though.
Yeah.
So if we do, again, get down to these low health scraps, going to be a bit of a difference. It pushed up for Orianna early on, does get the Dissonance level 2, not going for the shield. Pretty mana hungry, using that early for the trades.
Yep. You can see Broken Blade at the early point in W. Did miss the most recent one, but that's still It does as much damage as the Q, and it's arguably easier to land.
Yeah. Plus, it's AoE, hits the minions in a really easy kind of spray pattern.
Yep. Ooh, that's a big hit, though. QW landed despite the dash from Broken Blade. So this is a lot of control for Zeros right now.
Yeah, geez. Full level advantage now that he's got the minions pushed up. Health potion already taken, and Zeros is not only at full health, but hasn't touched either of his health potions. Gets control of the relics. Broken Blade moves in for it, dodges the damage.
He took a little bit, I think. Okay, that's a good hit, though. Yeah, an airy triggers, so. As it slowly walks back, Zeros in a good spot, 22-9 in CS. Now, there's certainly 11 waiting to be taken.
Ooh, nice.
Nullifying Orbs down, and he blocked like no damage with it as well. So that's actually just on cooldown for nothing.
Super efficient, mana spend there from Zeros. This is actually the most aggressive Orianna that we've seen so far at the tournament. He's playing it really, really effectively with these airy trades.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. Now he's out of mana for the most part. He has 1 Q and that's it. And Broken Blade's finally standing back up now that he's not getting pushed anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of part of the bridge of this matchup is Zeros played it so aggressively. He basically oomed himself, and now that he's withstanded, he basically traded his health bar for the mana bar. Now he can play for the lane.
Yeah, I like playing super aggressive early, though, to get control of those relics. If you can get that extra mana from the relics, that goes such a long way.
Yeah, and he's refreshed with now his own back relic, so it's going to be such a bad recall, too. As soon as he realizes this is a recall, he's going to hard shove. He's going to pick up the ball. QW is really easy. He can deny some farm here, or he can just hard freeze. Yeah, the wave's bigger, so he's going to freeze. This entire wave is missing. Broken Blade, and this is a good recall too. This recall, he'll be a little bit later to the lane after Broken Blade, but it's going to keep pushing towards him. He's going to keep denying minions, and Zeros won't miss very much.
Yep. All right. Heading back to lane level 4. He did get the Fairy Charm for himself for Broken Blade. Pushing with the minion wave, but how much can he actually make Zeros miss under turret? Because Zeros, even without this giant minion wave, has the CS lead already.
Yeah, up 3. Okay. Oh, okay. One more hit from the cannon.
Nice Qs here through the minions. Actually, Broken Blade doing a decent job of harassing from long range. If you can Q on the closer minions, you can still get a longer range harassment there.
2 hits. Nice job. All right, so it was +3 before the crash. It's +3 now. And there we go. Okay. So working back a 5 CS deficit, Broken Blade's got to come up with this one. Zeros playing really, really well. That early aggro you're mentioning. Getting some health relic control. Forcing a bad recall. That's all been good.
All right, can he keep it up? Hits level 6 first.
I mean, Shotgun's not even bad here as long as he can play around the Relentless Pursuit dash. Going in. Good hit. I might have liked to see an ult right there. I think he was out of range of Shockwave.
It was pretty close, and the minion wave pushing in as well.
You're right.
He doesn't want to lose control of the pressure you get by having the extra minion advantage, and it kind of forces Broken Blade to make a little bit less efficient moves.
Okay. I think he hit that one as well. That's pretty good.
All right, both getting low on mana, though.
Yeah.
And again, Broken Blade with the extra Fairy Charm here and 1 more potion.
Yeah. But Zeros is also stacking the mana flow band, so I don't know how many stacks he has right now, but once you get your 10 spell hits, and he's got to be close by this point, you just get the extra mana regen, and that'll be more than the Fairy Charm gives you.
It's actually such a big difference.
It's actually so much,
You really feel it when that hits.
Yeah. Well, hoping there's going to be a health relic spawning. He's kind of staying on it, right? He knows Zeros' mana is pretty low. He can't go for an easy QW without completely ooming himself. QE is going to last hit some minions. There's the health relic steal. That's really good. There's no mana, so Zeros can't fight back, and Broken Blade, I think, has swung the matchup a bit.
You can definitely see how potent those all-ins from Lucian could be.
Yeah.
With the simple trades, easily proccing, press the attack, and having double combat summoners here with the Exhaust Ignite. If you get Exhaust onto the Orianna before Flash goes off, she'll still be slowed afterwards. You can catch up.
So Zeros is going to say, okay, no one's in the brush. Cool. I think he can run up for the relic right now if he knows it's there.
Yeah.
And that'll help sustain the mana to make the push happen. But yeah, Broken Blade recalled because he knew he wasn't going to lose many minions. He'll lose maybe 1 melee. And then it's a fight for the cannon. W. Yep. He's going to miss cannon, though. Oof. Okay, it's going to be hard to last at all this.
Yeah, the Howling Abyss turret damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so so actually, it's weird because, like, that recall basically let Zeros reset all the priority. Because Zeros, like, got to shove in, got to equalize the health pool. Broken Blade had Zeros, so basically no mana. I think he could have potentially stayed and forced Zeros to sit in lane. He took a recall to equalize, but it was almost better to stay on the map.
So it is on a blue cannon, though, and the blue cannon denying more minions. So
okay, yeah.
Broken Blade trying to catch back up right now. Gets the exhaust out!
His InQ damage, that's good hits.
Wait, he used everything. The flash!
Yeah, flash pulls him in. Hellgloat's gonna help. Okay. Broken Blade's down resources. That all-in really hurt him.
So, by the way,
Oh, he's got ult, though. Okay.
when I talked about the rune differentiation for Orianna early, oh, never mind. Hextech
Oh,
Flash.
this could be a kill. This could be a kill. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, Hex Flash, that's a big deal. That Q was big. That W's big, too. He's like a Q auto from dead.
Oh, the double tap!
Q wasn't in range, or maybe no mana.
I mean, honestly, to me, the Hextech Flash is one of the kind of iconic moves for Zeros.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was the first YouTube highlight video that I was introduced to this player with. Was his Jace. But honestly, he's using it just for style points right now.
He's E auto Q from dead. Like this is one combo from dead. Broken Blade has the mana for it. He's in E auto Q range.
Oh, he wants it.
Good damage. He's got to get in range. Got to see him. Oh! Zeros!
Plays right into his hand. Really nice move. The command attack gets the extra damage on his callback for the shield and finishes it off.
That was
Broken
big.
Blade plays right into Zeros' hands. That's why this is one of the most hyped up guys coming out of the VCS.
Yeah.
Maybe the single best player in the entire region.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right, especially
Absolute
with Levi
beast.
moving over unless he comes
And
back.
he did it with Hextech Flash.
Yeah! He did use it. He did use the rune once. So yeah, and he never has vision.
Yeah.
So right then, it is too late. Auto and kills him. I think before the Q even hit.
Yeah, pretty slick. Very
So
close. Very, very
Yeah.
close, though.
Yeah. Auto, W on top of yourself, just the burst you needed. 1/8 of a second away. That was so close. Okay. Next up, now you get your wish. Jizuke is going to be next up with that one.
All right, Jizuke versus Rocky coming up next.
Okay. I like that Broken Blade's already got a TSM mousepad, by the way. He's already playing on that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as soon as you get signed, I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
get fully outfitted.
Reggie sends you your stuff,
Against
gives you your
hats,
street
sweatshirts,
kit.
yeah.
Yeah. He's got a jersey and everything. Of course, in this event, still representing Turkey, still representing Royal Bandits. Voted in, did win the regular season. Sadly, could not win in the finals, but of course, that is the end of him in the 1v1s. We move on to Jizuke versus Rocky. That's going to be a fun matchup as well.
Yeah. Rocky also joined Mega.
Yeah. There's a bunch of Ascension players moving over, basically. He and G4 went and swapped over teams. Good top laner. We got against Jizuke, the Italian stallion in mid, who had a really, I thought, quite amazing Worlds performance. Jizuke, I thought, was really, really good. Sadly,
Yeah, I mean, he was a lot of kind of the heart behind Vitality's really spectacular run that got a lot of teams behind this play style, honestly. He kind of embodied that play style of the early aggressive, looking for kills that determined most of the tournament.
yeah, I don't mean it to sound like an insult, and I don't mean it as a negative. It feels like
Here it comes!
It felt like Vitality
Classic freak!
It felt like Vitality won the Spirit Award of like they have such heart, such spirit at Worlds. Like even though they sadly only got third in the group, and to be fair, like maybe they were expected to only get third in the group because it was such a hard group. But yeah, huge performances out of Jizuke. You're going to see him here again. He was the Karthus, one half of the Karthus in Earth. That was incredible. He's had a pretty good day for himself, but now he gets to take on Rocky, former Ascension top laner.
Yeah, Ascension, they got their solo laners both in the 1v1s. We'll see how well Rocky can pick it up here. Nico as well as Syndra banned out, some classic mid lane ones.
Yeah, and you're seeing, of course, mostly top lane bans out from Jizuke, knowing the comfortable champion pool.
Yeah, back on the Cassiopeia.
Yeah, who knows what. And I always respect a player who will insta-lock the champion in 1v1. It means they know what they want to do.
For the record, Sneaky in mid lane did kill Jizuke 1v1 LeBlanc versus Cassiopeia.
That's true.
In the NA versus EU game earlier today.
But in that fight, Jizuke got the kill first.
True.
He got first blood first, which means in that one-on-one, it would just go to Jizuke. But I agree with you.
But no, I'm talking about the solo kill he got later.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Later on it happened.
I'm pretty sure you're right. the bigger point is that Jizuke got the first blood earlier on, so it doesn't matter what happens in the rest of the game. I'm saying it's possible on the Cassiopeia. We aren't seeing a LeBlanc come out, though.
No, we're seeing Victor, and Victor, of course...
This nerf Victor.
Yes, it's 824 Victor, so 10 to 30 damage based on rank off the Q. 1 second longer on the cooldown. However, the E, the Death Ray, has a 1 second shorter cooldown and a 0.1 higher AP ratio on the unaugmented, and I guess technically also the augmented E.
Yeah.
I still expect Q-Max Victor, I'm pretty sure, unless you really think you can't get in the range of Cassiopeia, right? QE is going to mostly outrange your Q, and if he's afraid of getting kited, maybe he just maxes Death Ray anyway. I feel like you wouldn't, but you might have to because of matchup.
I mean, yeah, it would feel so weird to actually go back to that playstyle, but...
Yeah, but it got, like, QX got nerfed a lot.
Yeah.
So it just might be worth it.
Also, the upgrade for your Hex Core is going to be such a big recall point here for this matchup.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of Victors used in Howling Abyss for the 1v1s.
It's gonna be so late to that recall, because keep in mind,
A
like,
lot because of that factor.
yeah, and because the common recall is like buy second Doran's Blade and refill, right? It's like a 600 gold recall or like an 800 gold recall.
Upgrades are so big for him.
I know. It's like 1150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
All right, Jizuke positioning aggressively with the Comet. We actually have Cleanse coming out for Rocky in anticipation of eating one of the Cassiopeia ultimates.
Yeah.
Maybe he just goes for the all-in, face tanks it, instantly cleanses it, and tries to finish it off there.
Yeah. Now, there are some good interactions I want to point out, because Jizuke, of course, wants to spam E's. He wants to kind of almost stay still, or at least kind of stop himself every once in a while to cast spells. And that's not good against Gravity Well, right? Like, if you actually do your combo right, you will take a stun. So that is one interaction that goes Victor's way. But you're seeing the range difference, right? The Q cooldown is from Cassio is half the cooldown of Rocky's E. He did at least start Death Ray, but you're seeing better trades right now. Jizuke doing a really good job early on.
I mean, I feel like as long as you hit your Q on Cassiopeia, you can walk out of Gravity Field no problem.
Yeah, I think you just don't get to cast E very much. You have to kind of just do the one and done.
All right, lasering through some of the minions at range, playing it safe early. Jizuke, though, moving up, forcing some CS missing here, also pushing the wave.
Yep. All right, that's at least... Yeah, max range Death Ray does outrange Noxious Blast, so theoretically there is untradeable damage from Rocky, if he's at least predicting movement correctly. That was a good shot, though, by Jizuke. For the most part, these players are anticipating when the cast would happen, turning around, and just going the other way.
Yeah.
Like, try to dodge the Qs or the Es, respectively.
The small mouse movements, keeping it close to your champion so you can quickly jump directions. Poison and the blast land as well.
Yeah, Jizuke's getting a lot more out of this. And he's actually doing Q-Max. He knows that he's doing mostly poke trades, so he's not putting the rank up.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the last buffs to Cassiopeia to the Q, you gotta go Q-Max.
Yeah. Yeah, E's rank up gives you extra damage when your target is poisoned. So that doesn't help you with most last hitting, but it does help all-ins, but you're seeing, of course, he's not going for all-ins. So, yeah, Rocky is already down his 2 potions, down to half HP as well.
22 to 9 CS right now.
Yeah.
With the health advantage. No more corrupting potion stacks here for Jizuke, though, and he's low on mana.
Yeah. And that's going to matter. You have a lot of these matchups where you're trading your health bar for a mana bar, and now that it's done, now Rocky has control because Jizuke can't trade back.
How much can he get back,
not much. This could be bad. That's poison and a couple of E's. Cleanses for not much. And again, now out of mana is Jizuke, but that health trade was pretty close, so now Rocky's in an okay spot.
And for the record, Cleanse is one of the lowest cooldown summoner spells, and they're only level 4 right now, so I'm pretty sure Cleanse will come up before level 6.
Yeah. But there is a timer where Jizuke has exhaust, and it's not going to be answered.
Yeah.
So that might matter. We'll see. Relic, he's got to watch out for the Qs. Doesn't turn away for it, but gets the help anyway.
Jizuke getting jumped pretty low.
That's a good W.
All right, that one is going to push if he lets it.
Yeah.
The extra melee minion here.
Okay. Very far back recall. Yeah, 16 CS lead. We'll see how much that bleeds away as the push comes in.
Pretty big, though. Like,
yeah.
This is already huge momentum for Jizuke.
So second Doran's Ring versus Amp Tome. Double Amp Tome. That's actually really big. Of course, he can't buy boots. He chose to buy Amptome over...
No sustain coming back to the lane.
Ouch.
Oh, man, this is scary
I think
for Rocky.
is he saving up for an augment? Because there's no way his recall is that bad.
Oh,
Because he has 1,300
man.
gold. He's only spent 800. Well, okay, 900 because potions. So he
Yeah.
chose to bank gold. Like, that was on purpose. He could have bought potions. He chose to
All right.
bank gold for an augment.
I mean, as long as he doesn't die during it, and he'll
Yeah.
get a chance to come back. He already, by this point, knows he's not winning on CS,
Yeah.
so he's trying to save his gold for his all-in choice.
Yep, and you can track this at home. If he's at about 2,000 total gold, that's enough for the augment. I think it's 2,050 gold is what he needs, because he spent 900 so far.
All right, he's just going to try and get a little bit more CS. Used his ultimate.
Ow.
Just-
Oh, this could be it. This could be it. There's no cleanse. He's got barrier. Pops it, but he might be poisoned. He's dead. And
Shizuke! Moves on in, doesn't
Yeah.
even need to use the ultimate.
He ran all the way over.
Oh,
That's why he was laughing. He ran the other
he's
side of the
laughing
stage.
because the winner, he just instantly ran over there. He's like, we got it. Boom, I'm coming over. Where's my handshake? And we're out of here.
Yeah, he's won so many EULCS games. He won a few Worlds as well. He's like, yeah, I'm going. Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait a
yeah.
second.
Yeah, thanks for killing the guy next to me. Ooh, that was one of the quicker ones though. That was pretty fast. That was
Yeah.
PCS.
I like it. From the beginning, Shizuke, aggressive play, moving down Cassiopeia. Here we get another look at it at level 5. Took down the level 6 Victor, goes
Yep.
for the all-in, hits the poison, you can't get away.
And just
Walks right by him.
he's like, hey, bro.
Ah!
That's the replay you wanted to see.
Rock is like, dude, come on, just walk
Hey.
right by me.
You can't give me that kind of a
It's like,
fade.
oh,
Come
wait
on.
a second. He's not all the way over here.
Perfect.
Oh, love it. All right, I see some cosplays over there on the end.
Yeah.
I think that means we may have Sneaky Bang coming up.
We do. The Beaky duo, as they were Xayah together
Yeah.
in the tandem mode. Still seeing wonderful. And there we go. That is Bang.
Man,
Got the
those
context.
contacts are freaky.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, both cosplays are super legit. This is super awesome. I'm so glad this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like the like gauntlet of Sneaky X cosplays.
Uh-huh.
I've always sort of that idea that Shox brought out, I think, at the interview. Yeah, I mean, either way, like both these guys did incredible work putting these together, putting these on, coming out, putting on the show. I believe in the interview they were challenged to a Xayah 1v1. I think Bang brought up the idea.
Yeah, it's already been spoiled.
Yeah.
People were already thinking it was going to go
Yeah.
that way, though.
Yeah,
Xayah
yeah.
versus Xayah here.
So will they spell it though? Right. You
No,
banned
we got an L
now.
already.
Yeah. LOL 1v1. Somehow you got to champion numbers in them. I don't know. Because you don't ban Lee Sin against Bang. That is not his kind of champion.
I like how it all started out, too, over Twitter, where they were like, hey, I want to do a Xayah Rakan cosplay? And then Seeker's like, okay, if I'm the Xayah. And then Bang's like, okay, whatever you want. You can be the Xayah. I'll be the Rakan. No, wait a second. We're just going to
Yep.
both do Xayah because we're both marksman players.
I think he's going to spell LOL and LCS. Nope, never mind. I expect that L for Sneaky, though.
Okay, free.
I mean, because they're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
Xayah
yeah,
1v1.
yeah,
Like, they have
yeah.
to spell. Yeah, so there's LOL,
Uh-huh.
Lee Sin, Olaf, Leona, KS, TKS, SKT. Oh, it's backwards, right? He's on red side, so for him it's left to right.
Hey, he got it!
I mean, it's
Woo!
backwards. You can't blame me for that one.
I mean, if you go in the order that he banned them,
Yeah, I know.
okay.
I know.
I'm giving you the trophy here.
I appreciate.
I give you this small spelling trophy, freak.
spelling trophy. I had to spell it backwards. It was hard. Yeah. Bang. One.
Yes, and they're doing snowballs. Yes.
If they keep it, we'll
So
see.
this could be amazing for feather placement, though. Yeah, if they keep it, it would be super
yeah.
amazing, right?
Yeah.
'Cause the mind games behind this 1v1 are going to have so much to do with the feather placement.
Yep.
And at Worlds,
Yep.
part of the Heartbreaker where Sneaky got destroyed a couple times in lane, mainly by feathers from
Yes.
Xayahs.
Yes.
So we'll see if that practice comes
Uh-huh.
out here on the big stage, 1 versus 1. Man,
Good
those
effort.
eyes,
Yeah.
I just get scared every
They are
time.
piercing into my soul directly. Gotta say, really incredible stuff. Xayah Mirror to close out the day. This will be our last match of the day for the 1v1. 8 players will be knocked down. There will be 8 more knocked down tomorrow.
I mean, for every 8 knocked down, we get 8 that move on to
Yep.
greater glory.
Absolutely.
Up the bracket.
16 first-round matches,
To the snow
8 matches next round, and then once you're in the top 4 at semifinals.
Yes. They kept the snowballs.
Oh, nice. It is Snowball Ignite for both.
I'm assuming that they just agreed to do everything the same. So they probably all have
Sure.
the same runes here with the fleet footwork.
Yeah.
They have the same exact starting items. The searching snowball comes out from Sneaky here.
Sure, okay.
first. Okay, so he did go for the life steal.
Yeah.
Overheal, makes sense.
Yeah. Mana flow bans, you can land Qs to trigger it. E as well, of course, but
minions have spawned.
yeah, having a lot of spare mana is really nice. It's pretty easy to shove Waves of Xayah, but it costs you a lot of mana. You kind of want to use all 3 spells.
Yeah.
I think Coup de Grace makes sense. All that is great. Same runes there. Yep, okay. So we are on a full mirror.
All right, who's got the better dance?
They are identical.
No!
They will-
Oh, Sneaky missed the first minion.
Oh no, it's over.
All right, bang. 1-1. Oh, Sneaky's tied back up.
Okay, 2-3 though. Bang's back ahead again.
Sit through.
And he's gonna get one. He's
Oh,
gonna
he
miss.
got it.
No, he got it. Okay.
Fleet footwork proc as well.
Bang is on perfect CS so far.
Yep.
Sneaky is gonna be down 1 forever.
He's going to retain the extra CS
Wow.
here.
Sneaky in lane. I mean, he missed another. Sneaky's bleeding farm right
Feather does go through.
now. Okay.
All right, I was thinking maybe Sneaky would do something with the early push and extra level, but
Yep.
Bang plays it defensively, backs right off. Another minion bites the dust.
Yeah, Sneaky misses 3 CS. Bang's perfect so far.
Oh,
Gets the cannon. Wow. For those who didn't hear the news, of course, Bang is joining 100 Thieves next year.
yeah, we're going
That'll
to
be
see
really
this matchup.
Yeah, at least
A few more times!
Ignite's on! He's gonna go down! It's gonna be Bang right away!
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
I turned my head to look for 1 second,
I wasn't ready
and he
either.
goes for the all-in.
Okay. Bang proving the superiority of NA80 carries over other NA80 carries. We can claim credit for that one now.
Oh my goodness, what a great interaction as well.
And you know what that means automatically? That was a better Xayah cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, Bang comes over to NA. He's
Yeah.
cosplaying already.
Yeah.
Winning 1v1 tournaments already.
Yeah.
This is turning out great.
Turning out absolutely great. Bang. Smashed super hard, of course. Yes, still representing LCK and SKT as
All right,
the
let's see.
man.
We missed it. No,
Huge
no
feathers.
snowballs were even used. Except for the first one to
maybe
take
right
a
there.
rush at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll get it.
He farmed it at the very
the
last
very
moment.
end for the little bit of true damage.
Yeah. What even is false damage?
Nice.
Laughs out there. Beautiful stuff. All right, well done. That is the end of the day's 1v1 matches.
Days
We are through the
1v1
first-
matches and all of the All-Star Day 1 matches.
That's true. Yep. We have more to talk about. Overall, we have ad-lib post-game here in the prompter. We have a toss to the analysts later on as well, letting you know what's kind of going on behind the scenes.
Uh-huh.
A little look forward. But I like the matches here. I thought we had a pretty good variety of styles. We had like the very hard farm off, like the
Yeah. The Varus Caitlyn
yeah.
is our extreme example.
Yep. And then we had Uzi went to 99 and got the kill.
Yeah.
That walked it back a little bit. But then we had this one where it was like Bang killed 2 waves and then also Sneaky.
Yeah.
Like, okay. He still got it.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a decent amount of those.
Yeah.
Diamond Prox is still undefeated on Annie
Yeah.
on Howling Abyss.
It's going to get banned away.
2 and 1v1s.
Big deal there. So now to wrap up day 1 and look towards the rest of All-Stars. Let's send it back to the State Farm Analyst Lounge.
Thank you, Freak. You needed to stop talking. You had nothing to talk about anymore after this
Let
long
us
day.
do the work.
Yeah, let us do the work. So yeah, this is pretty cool. The 3 All-Star hosts are gonna close out the show.
Who needs analysts?
We are